Hi everyone, my name is Moni.
And I'm Naveen from Before You Play.
And today we have another playthrough for you. This time it is for a game that was voted on by our Patreon community called Elysium.
Yeah, this one came out back in 2015, designed by Brett Gilbert and Matthew Dunstan. It's published by Space Cowboys Games. And in this game, we are going to be competing for the favor of different Greek mythology gods. There's some asymmetric kind of play between the gods, and we're going to show you how to play it today.
Yes, at the heart of it, this is a set collection game with some drafting. And so this is one of the first games that we played getting into the hobby. This is one of the more complicated games, I guess.
For us at the time, yeah.
At the time it felt really complicated, really heavy, but now we're learning that it's kind of a medium weight game.
Yep. This game is one of our favorites when we first got into the hobby, and it still remains that way to this day. It was in Monique's top 50 somewhere amongst there. We are very excited to play it.
Still in our collection all these years. So again, thank you so much to our Patreon community for voting on this one because we love it so much. And so as per usual, we are going to start with a teach of the game and then go straight into our two-player playthrough and end with a discussion. So if you're interested in jumping around, we'll include timestamps down below.
And we do ask you to turn on your Klingon subtitles just in case you make any mistakes. We can add those corrections there. Also, if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing.
And with that, we are ready to begin. So if you please direct your attention to the center of the table, we're all set up here for our two-player game of Elysium. Welcome to the Elysium. Yeah. Actually, this area here is called the Agora. Our Elysiums are actually located below our player boards. And above our player boards are considered our domain. And that's going to be very important as we play the game. And so this game is played over the course of 5 rounds, also known as epics. And so basically each round, we're going to be drafting 3 cards from the display, as well as 1 quest tile from this area here. And so like we were mentioning, this is a set collection game. And so the whole purpose of us drafting these cards is to create sets of cards called legends. And so in this game, when we score at the end of the game, there are 2 different types of legends. There are legends that are based off of value, and there are some that are based off of family. And so the values in this game are going to be the card numbers. The cards are numbered 1 through 3, and I think 2 is the most rare. And families are the different gods that they belong to. And so every game that you play, you're going to play with a combination of 5 different families. And so in today's game, we're playing with Hermes, Zeus, Hephaestus, Athena, and Hades. Those are the 5 different god card types that you'll see, and they're slightly asymmetric depending on which god you play with. The game comes with 8 different types, and some are more combo-y than others, some are more aggressive, so it really just depends on the type of game you want to play. And so if we take a closer look at these cards, at the top right-hand corner of the card, you'll see a symbol. I believe this is called the acquisition symbol or something, but this basically pertains to the 4 different columns that each of us has in our possession. Because on your turn, in order to draft a card, you have to have that specific color of column still in your possession. Every time you draft a card, you're then going to discard a column of your choice. It does not have to be the color column that you use to take the card.
Yes.
It can be literally any of them, but that is going to dictate which cards you can take in the future. So had I discarded that blue column, I am now no longer able to take any of these cards. When drafting these cards, they also have certain powers, and that's going to be on the left-hand side of the card over here. They're going to range quite a bit, so we'll talk about them as we play the game. But in general, anytime you see a lightning bolt, that's going to be an immediate benefit. So in this case, it says that you can immediately freely trade gold for victory points in a 1-to-1 ratio. Some immediate benefits will just get you money, just like this one over here. This one gives you 3 gold and everybody else 1 gold each. So it's kind of a political card there. Yeah. Anytime you see a card that has the snake symbol, this is going to basically allow you to activate its ability once per round as long as it's still in your domain and as long as you have at least 2 of those snake symbols in your domain on cards. So if I only had 1 card with that symbol, this is going to do nothing for me in terms of the benefit on the card. Some cards will just have the single arrow on them, and so this will allow you to activate its ability once per round, no matter what, as long as it's still in your domain. And other cards will give you a trigger ability. And this is basically a card that comes with one of these trigger tokens. And once per game, you can discard the token in order to activate its ability.
Yeah, so you get to decide versus the lightning bolt, which is immediately, you get to decide when you want to take that action.
Yes, and this is always as long as it's in your domain. And the reason why I say that is because at the end of the round, we are going to transfer cards from our domain into our Elysium. And any cards that are in your domain at the end of the game are not going to score you anything. You have to transfer them into your Elysium in order for them to score points. But as soon as you transfer a card into your Elysium, those benefits no longer apply. With the exception of one type of benefit, which is the end of game scoring benefit, which I cannot find here. So we'll just have to talk about it as it comes up. The other type of bonus card that you'll get, or the bonus symbol, is this the symbol, I think it's called, was it lyre?
A lyre, yeah.
Yeah, and this benefit basically comes to play during that phase where you're transferring cards. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, each round, like we were mentioning, each player is going to draft a total of 3 cards and one of these quest tokens. And so these are very important because they not only determine the turn order for the next round, but it also determines how much gold you're going to get as a bonus in the next phase, as well as how many cards you're allowed to transfer into your Elysium. So earlier on in the game, it might be more beneficial for you to take the 1, and then later on in the game, you might want to take the lower numbered quest tiles. In higher player counts, you'll have more of these quest tiles here, but because it's a 2-player game, we're only playing with these 2. And so in order for you to take a quest tile, you have to have one of the 2 column colors that are shown above the quest tile.
Right. So like now Monique showed in her example, she used the blue, so she can only take this one if she still possesses the red at the time of her taking it.
Yeah, technically in this example, I can take either one. But say, for example, I were to discard the red one on my next turn. Now I'm required to take this. This is the only one I'm allowed to take. But if Naveen takes this first, then I'll be out of luck and I will have to flip this over to the terrible side.
It's like it's cursed.
Get the really, really bad benefit, which is only 1 transfer and 1 gold. And I'll have to go last in the next round. Yeah. So this is very, very not ideal.
You want to avoid that as much as possible.
Right. And you can draft the cards and the quest tiles in any order of your choosing. If you want to, you could start by drafting a quest tile if you really, really want to secure a certain spot in the next round. But once all players have drafted all 3 of their cards as well as their quest tile, then we move into the next phase, which is writing our Elysiums. At this point, according to who has these quest tiles, we're going to transfer the turn order, and that turn order comes in immediately. We get our benefits, which are the amount of gold, and then each player gets to transfer that number of cards from their domain into their Elysium, writing those legends. Now, the way that that works is as soon as you transfer a card from your domain into your Elysium, you have to determine which legends or which grouping of families they're going to be a part of.
Right.
So say, for example, I have these 2. Actually, there are no good examples with these cards. So let's say, for example, I have these 3 cards in my domain, and now it's my turn. Maybe I took the number 2 quest card, and I can transfer all 3 of these cards into my Elysium.
Sure.
Like I was mentioning earlier, you have 2 options for groupings. You can either collect the same number, and whenever you're collecting the same number value, they all have to be of different families.
Right.
So
different
if I were
gods.
yeah, exactly. So if I wanted to transfer these 2, I could make them a part of the same legend. And now I'm creating a set of all 3s, but they all have to be different god colors, essentially.
Yep.
Alternatively, if I didn't want to do that, I could transfer them to be part of the same family. So now I'm looking to collect the 1, 2, and 3 of the same god faction. So right now I have the 2 and 3 of the Hephaestus color.
Yep. So all you're looking for is the 1 now of Hephaestus.
Yes, to complete the set. Now, had I transferred my cards exactly like this, I don't have to determine the single card just yet. But as soon as I add a second card to this legend, then that is going to be set in stone.
Yep.
Any cards that are just 1 card at the end of the game in your Elysium and not actually a part of a grouping of 2 or more are going to get discarded for no points.
They're nothing.
They're nothing. So make sure you actually, add them into a group. Now, over the course of the game, you can also acquire these bonus tiles. And so the first person to complete an entire set of 1 family, and again, an entire set is the 1, 2, and 3 of the same god, they're going to get the top token of that specific god. So if I were to put the 1 here, I would now get 5 points for that. The second person to complete a full set gets the smaller numbered tile, which is 2 points, and the same person can score them both. So there's a little bit of a race element in terms of that. Similarly, there's a bonus tile for the values. So as soon as I collect or I form a grouping of at least 2 cards that are going to be the same value, so again, these are all different gods, I take the bonus tile for that value. So it's going to be the bonus tile for the 3s is worth 9 points, which is a lot because it's quite expensive to transfer the 3s. I didn't mention this, but every time you transfer a card, you have to pay money equal to whatever the value of the card is. So as you can see, collecting a set of 3s is going to be very expensive, which is why this is worth a lot of points. So as soon as I collect 2 of them of the same set, I take that.
Now you're leading in that one.
I'm leading in it, exactly. But if Naveen were to start collecting the 3s and he were to have more cards in his set than me, then this would transfer to him. And it basically ping-pongs back and forth until somebody collects a full set of 5. And in that situation, they can't be beat anymore. Then they will keep that token and they get to score it at the end of the game. So at the end of 5 epics, we're going to go into end game scoring. And hopefully at that point, we both have a ton of these different legends that we can score. And so the way that scoring works is if you only have 2 cards of a family set, then this is going to be worth 3 points. If I'm able to actually add the 1 to this and have a complete set, then it's going to score me 6 points.
And we have a little sheet that's going to outline all those things here.
Yes, we have a little scoring card. The value legends score you points also depending on how many cards you have in the set. So if I have 2 of them, then it's going to score me 2 points. 3 is 4 points, 4 is 8 points, and a full set is 12 points. So that does not matter whether or not it's a 3 or a 1 that you're collecting. So
right.
Just keep that in mind. Like I was mentioning earlier, we're also going to see these symbols on the cards that come into play during endgame scoring. And so if we have any of those throughout the game, we'll kind of bring them up.
Sure.
Lastly, at some points during the game, you may come into a position where you can't actually draft a legal card. Or you might have cards that allow you to take these citizens. And so if you cannot draft a card, it's just impossible for you to, then you're automatically going to take the top card of this deck and you're going to put it face down in your domain as a citizen. And citizens can be transferred into your Elysium as a wild card, basically. If on my turn, it's time for me to transfer and I really wanted to complete this set, I could transfer this citizen into this set. I would pay 1 because that is the value that this card is replacing.
It's representing a 1.
Yeah, 1 gold, sorry. And then at the end of the game, I would score this as if it were a complete set. But for every citizen that you have, it's going to be minus 2 points. So it's not really the full amount that you're getting, but you may want to do it in order to complete these bonus tokens or whatever reason you have. And that's pretty much the whole game. After endgame scoring, whoever has the most points wins. So there's a lot that has to do with the different powers on the cards themselves. And so for anything that we didn't mention during the teach, we'll talk about as we play the game. But we're just going to get cleaned up and then get started with our playthrough.
Okay, we have reset everything. We've shuffled the deck. We've laid out 7 cards out there for us to draft. We just have to figure out who is going to be going first.
Ready?
Yes.
Go. You're first.
I'm first.
That means you get 1 victory point.
1 point.
Because we do start the game with some victory points, seeing as there are opportunities for us to lose points. And I'm going to start with 2.
2.
All right. Well, there you go. We are ready to begin. We also start with 4 coins.
4 coins.
Just in case we need to spend some money. And I think that's it. We are now fully set up. By the way, we set out a certain number of cards equal to 3 times the number of players plus 1.
Plus 1, yep.
Right? So there's always going to be that 1 extra for you to choose from. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Epic 1, turn 1. Go for it, Naveen.
Epic 1, turn 1.
Would you like to draft a quest tile right off the bat, maybe?
I think I'll hold off.
Right off the bat, we have a couple of trigger abilities that I see here. We also have an endgame scoring card. This is the one that I was mentioning. It comes into effect at the end of the game as long as this card is in your Elysium.
Yep.
So this card specifically gets you 1 point for each Athena card in this legend.
Okay.
So it's whoever takes this card, it's in their best interest to pair it with other Athena cards.
Right.
We also have only 1 snake symbol, so it's not going to do anything for you right off the bat. And we have this symbol that I didn't discuss. This is an ongoing benefit. So whoever takes this card is going to get 1 gold whenever you take or transfer a Hermes card. So that's nice.
That is nice. I don't like the fact that there's a 1, 2, 3 Athena out there.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do anything about it. So I think I'm going to take this card here.
Okay.
I like that ability to be able to transfer 1 card. Now, I do have to find another card that has a symbol, which I do not see out there. But hopefully over the course of the game, I'll be able to find another one of these snake symbols so I can actually use this benefit here.
Okay.
So I'm going to take it. It requires me to have yellow. Obviously, I have everything now. Nothing else in the tableau or in the Agora requires yellow. So I will be using and spending my yellow just because I want diversity to grab some other stuff.
Interesting. All right. Well, I am so glad you didn't take this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the Temple of Athena. My goal now is to try to create a family legend with Athena so that this can score me some points.
Yeah, it'll score max, 3, I think?
Yeah. Well, now that you say it like that, I guess it's not super
3 points
good.
is good.
3 points for 1 card is good.
Yeah.
So this required 2. So this required 2 columns to be in my possession. 1 green and 1 of any other color.
Yeah.
So
essentially
clearly,
that card says it cannot be the last card you draft because you have to have 2 columns, right?
Yes. That means you can't take this one, by the way.
No.
Well, I don't want to follow Naveen's example because that might put us in a bad position. So I'm going to discard green. Okay. Although I'm realizing that it's yellow and green for that quest tile.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now this one right here, you get right away. This is not the best time to find this card here.
It says it's an immediate, you may transfer
Yeah.
one card, so you can transfer it.
Yeah, you could transfer it.
And it's not free, by the way, because
No.
some cards will say for free.
Right. Yeah, I think I might take it. I'm seeing some possibilities, and I want to keep you away from the 2, so let's go ahead and take it.
Okay, so this is what, Panathenaic Games?
Yes.
Okay, so you can transfer one card, and I can transfer a card as well, but I have to pay an extra gold.
Right, so I will go ahead and I will not...
You're not going to do it?
Well, I'll transfer itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna transfer itself. So
you have to pay 2 gold.
Yeah, it's gonna come down. I pay 2 gold, and I do have to get rid of one of my columns, though. Are you gonna be transferring your 1 card, Monique?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to have to pay. It's so early in the game.
It is. It only costs you 2 gold, though.
Nah.
All right. I do have to get rid of one of these things.
Yes.
It's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna get rid of the red.
Interesting.
I think I have to get rid of the red.
So you are out of the running then for these 2.
Yep.
I guess it's as good a time as any to take my quest tile now.
Oh.
So I'm going to take the number 1, which is going to let me go first next round. But now I have to discard one of these columns. Yeah. I guess I'll discard this one. Let's just discard yellow.
Yellow's out?
Yep.
So that means nobody's grabbing this card. That's going to be the one that gets trashed, probably. Yep. Okay. Well, seeing as you can't get this, and I do need to get one of these, you've already taken it, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this now.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend my blue knowing that I want to get this card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that would matter is if you wanted this card, then that would have been your best interest to take it at that point.
I kind of want it, but...
No.
Discard 1 card from your domain to draw a card. Take it face up into your domain. Ooh. I'll leave it, unfortunately. I'm working on the 2s.
All right, back to me. I'm going to take Legendary Loot.
Okay.
So this has an ongoing ability. I'm going to get a gold every time I take or transfer a Hermes card. So Hermes is the white background with a wing symbol. And I now will have this ongoing ability as long as it stays in my domain. Right. I don't get it for taking this card, though.
Right.
I'm going to ditch red. Also, you cannot have the exact same card in your domain because there are duplicates of these cards. But you can have them. You can have duplicates in your Elysium.
Yeah. So it's a clear distinction: domain, Elysium.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and spend this to get this Keeper of Dreams.
Keeper of Dreams.
So this one says I can use the trigger power of a card in my domain. So if I find another one, I've used it, and it's empty, I can use it again one time. Yeah.
Nice.
So
okay.
hopefully I can find some stuff.
Well, this is an easy decision. Sure. I'm going to take this. So I had that blue column left over. That's what it required. This is Oath of Hospitality. So once per round, I can basically tap this to discard 1 card from my domain to draw a card from the deck and place that face up in my domain. So if there's something that maybe I just didn't really care for, I could do that.
And it also says all other players, so me, may do the same for 1 gold.
Right.
So, but it's at the time that you do it is when I have the option to do it. Okay.
Right. So it is a little early, so I'm not going to do that now.
Yep.
And that is the end of this phase. So this card is going to get discarded. You actually do this at the end of the round. Sure. So we'll just leave it there for now.
Why not?
And then we are going to reorganize our turn order tokens.
So there you go.
I'm going first.
Okay.
And now we're going to start transferring. So this is where you write your legends. The first thing that happens, though, is I get my benefit,
Here's
the
your
5 coins, because I may need to use it for transferring the legends.
I get 3 as well.
Or transferring the cards.
The card.
I am allowed to transfer 2 cards maximum. So I think I'm going to transfer this one. So it's going to cost me 1 gold because it's a value 1 card.
Sure.
And then, do I transfer this now?
Wow, so you're just not going to use the benefit.
Yeah, I guess. You only draft 3 cards. I don't know. Whenever I get cards like this, I end up using that benefit like at the end of the game. And I really don't want to hold on to this all game.
Because it's so expensive.
Because this gets me a gold every time I can take or transfer a Hermes card.
Okay.
I'm going to transfer this now.
All right, so you're putting it as part of this legend here.
Yes, I've assigned it to this card, and as soon as you have 2 cards in one legend or one grouping, you cannot break them apart. So even if I change my mind, I could not move this to a different grouping. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate. Even though I get 3 transfers, I'm actually not going to transfer anything.
You're not transferring anything?
I'm transferring nothing.
Wow, what a waste.
Well, I mean, this requires me, if I want this benefit that allows me to transfer cards, I need another one of these symbols. This is not ready to be used. So
it's going to be interesting because clearly you can only transfer 2 or 3 cards per round.
Well, not unless I get to use this thing.
That's true.
Hopefully this will come in.
And there'll be other cards that may give us the benefit of transferring.
Yeah.
But if you're in a bind in round 5.
I know. So that's it. Yeah.
That's it. So we're going to go to Epic 2.
Trash this card.
We discard that.
Put these all back.
Yep. And then we're going to have 7
new
cards into our display.
Coming out. And we also get our pillars back. Don't forget those.
Thank you. All right. We're all set up here for our second Epic. And we have a couple of trigger ability, or they're just one.
Just one.
One trigger ability, but you do have that snake ability now. So if you wanted to take that and activate that, you could, I guess. This is a card that'll get us endgame scoring. This is worth 1 victory point for each set of 2 cards in your Elysium.
Yeah, so if it was like this, at the end, you'd get 1 point for that.
Yeah, so if you find you're not completing sets, that might be a good one to have. God of the Dead is very similar to my legendary loot, except you get 1 victory point when you take or transfer a Hades card. And then these 2 will come into play during that transfer phase, or these 3 actually.
Sure, yeah.
They just get you an extra benefit, like transferring an extra card or receiving gold. So I'm going to go first, and seeing as I have the 3 Hermes, and I'm really upset that there are no Athena cards here, I'm going to take this one while I can, because it's going to go with my set.
Okay.
Now I have to discard a column, and I think I'll discard red. So that's me. Oh, and since I took a Hermes card, I get a gold.
Yep,
because that's what
right.
Legendary Loot does. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. All right, back to you.
That was the card I wanted. No, I think I'm going to take this one, God of the Dead. So it requires me to have green and blue, which I do have, so I'll take that. And then I'm going to discard, I think, my blue, because I'm not seeing too much blue out there, and red can still get me that if I wanted it.
Okay.
So that goes out. And so for now on, whenever I take or transfer Hades, I'll get the same kind of benefits Monique does with the Hermes over there.
But you get victory points.
I do.
It's nice.
Yeah.
All right, done?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to now take the quest tile. So I'm going to take this while it's still there. I'm trying to maintain first.
Come on, Monique.
And I'm going to discard the blue column because, like you said, there's no more blue.
There's no more blue. Okay, I think I'm going to take this card here. This is Cap of Invisibility.
Okay.
So because I am taking a, what's his name?
Hades
card, I'm going to get 1 victory point.
All right, there you go.
So now I got that. And then, so this is going to have my ability to transfer an extra card.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So that's kind of nice, because then now I can just say, forget this Hades card over here. I can actually transfer that in.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yes, that is nice.
So then I don't have to worry about finding another one of these symbols, since you keep snaking them. All right, so I'm going to get rid of yellow, because I think that leaves me with the most options.
All right, so back to me. I guess I'll take Tartarus.
Okay.
I'm not planning on having only 2 card sets, but just in case, at least it's there.
Plus you're hate drafting from me from getting a point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And that required the 1 green column. I'm going to ditch yellow because I don't see yellow out there anymore.
Sure.
Now back to you.
All right, let's go ahead and just take this card here. I'm going to definitely want to ditch my red because I need to be eligible for that. So simple turn.
All right, makes that a decision easy for me as well because this is a pretty sweet card. I felt like it was safe to leave because there were 2 of them.
2 of them, yeah.
And you couldn't have 2 identical ones. So I'm taking that, and that's me.
That's your story, huh?
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to take this. Very clear, very easy.
All right.
That's it.
That is the end of that. We don't need to exchange these because we are keeping our turn order.
Right.
So then I'm going to go ahead and go first in this next phase. I'm going to get 5 gold. May I have 5 gold,
Yeah,
please?
you're getting that 5 gold. That I'm not liking.
I think I think it's like every 3 gold or something like that. Or do you get points for gold?
I think there's some turn in.
We'll
we can
have to
figure that out
confirm.
later. Yeah.
And now I get to transfer 2 cards.
Yeah, I'm going to grab my 3 gold so I don't forget, okay?
Okay, I'm going to start by transferring this Hermes card because I don't really see a world where I'm going to get another one of these maybe.
Oh, so you're like me.
Yeah, I'm going to transfer that. That's going to cost me 2 gold. Can I have 3
You do
back?
get 1 back because of the transfer bonus.
That's
that you have,
right.
So it's only going to really cost you 1 because you spent 2 to get 1 back.
There you go. That's nice. And for my second card, it would be nice to hold on to this, considering I'm going to be making a set.
To that, yeah.
So I might as well transfer Tartarus while I can, because I'd like to keep this out here, which, by the way, I'm supposed to get. This is a liar activation, so each round during this phase, I get 1 gold.
On your turn. So let's just get that for you. So it's like that transfer was free.
Yeah. And then now I'm going to, for my second transfer, I'm going to transfer Tartarus. And so now I have 3 different legends going on here, and that costs me 1 gold.
Again, and this is not established as a set of anything, and neither is this one until the next card comes in.
Correct. All right.
To make that decision.
That is the end of my my transferring
stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I get an extra transfer. So I get 4 transfers. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. That's not good. But I do receive gold. That is good.
+3, sorry.
I already took the 3 earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, I try not to forget that. And knowing that this basically does this without the need to have a second snake symbol, let's go ahead and just transfer that in.
Okay.
I'm going to attach it here. It's going to cost me 2 gold.
All right.
So
you're creating a legend of value 2s.
I am.
Because you have started it with 2 cards in there, you're going to take that.
And because I have transferred a Hades card, I do get a victory point. May I have one, please?
Uh-oh. This is bad. There you go.
Yeah, well, I can't add any more Hades here, so I'd have to create a whole other Hades situation.
Yeah, Hades family.
But eventually, hopefully, I can get this in, and do some stuff. Okay, so that is my first transfer. Second transfer, I kind of like this gold, but honestly, I think I'm going to transfer it.
Okay.
I think I just want to get things moving.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and spend 2 coins. Let's just get it down here. So now this makes this a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
Because you got to transfer when you can. You know,
and
I didn't really do much in the last round.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm holding on to this, but I just want to get it done. I want to get things cleared off and try to transfer while I can. So I'm not going to ever use this. It says use the trigger power of another card in your domain. I don't have any other out there.
Okay.
I'm
you don't want to wait.
I'm a little scaredy cat. So I'm going to put 2 down, and then let's just keep
strategic.
adding.
I think you're scaredy cat.
I'm scaredy cat, yeah. So all I need is to find a Zeus 2, and this is locked in for sure.
This is 8 points already because he has a set of 4 cards in that one value family.
I'd like to get it to 12 and then lock in this 6. That would feel great.
How many cards have you transferred?
I've transferred 3, so I'm done. I could technically transfer a 4th, but I'm not going to do that right now.
All right, then that is it. That is the end of the second epic. Let's go ahead and put that back.
Bring your
discard
back.
This.
Yep.
And then we are going to set up for the 4th epic.
Sure.
All right, this is what we have for this 3rd epic, right?
Yeah.
And it's a happy time for me. I just have
to say. Look at all them.
I know I'm regretting having moved this down because there's this. But what can you do?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and go first, and we have some 2s, some 2 Athena options. We have 2 of them, actually.
Yeah, you have some good stuff.
This one, though, the benefit is not really useful to me, so I think I'm going to have to go with this.
Sure.
But also, we have some other stuff here. This is a receive 1 victory points during the transfer phase of the turn. This is a trigger ability that lets you receive enough gold to match the amount owned by the richest player. Oh,
I like that card.
That's bad.
Yeah, you're rich.
I am.
So that means I can level up my 7? Wow.
You can, but what are you going to do with that card? Well, that stinks. I can't let you have this.
Is it a hate draft?
Yeah, it has to be.
All
because this is going to get you 7 gold in one go.
So you're trying to keep me poor.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood.
We need to keep you.
Expensive transfer too. Money to transfer that over, it costs 3.
Yeah, but I already have this.
True.
So that required a yellow and a blue. Of course, I still have them. What am I going to discard? I'm going to discard my red.
Oh, interesting.
So now it's back to you.
I mean, this completes my set. I think I have to do it because I feel like you're going to hate draft again.
That's right.
So I'm going to do it. I'll take it.
Okay.
I also will get rid of red because there's no reds out there.
All right. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so back to me. And I'm glad that you did not take this.
I mean, it's just too much.
Or wait, no, that's not it. This.
Oh, okay.
I already have the 3 Athena. So I'm going to go ahead and take Naval Power.
Okay.
And I'm going to be able to use its ability immediately. It's once per epic. It required me to have blue, so I still have that. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this. And this basically lets me get 1 gold and 1 victory point, and all players get to choose one or the other. So Naveen, you get your choice of either a gold or a victory point. I'm taking a point.
I'll take a gold because honestly, transferring is going to be real expensive soon, and you're kind of dominating me.
And sorry, I think I take a point and a gold.
And a gold, yeah.
I almost just took 1. All right.
All right.
So then I think I'm going to discard a yellow. So now it's back to you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I see you have your options open here.
Uh-huh.
How many are you trying to transfer? Are you
I'm not gonna
are you baiting me into taking the 1?
Wouldn't you like to know?
So that you can get your 3 transfer? Ugh. I don't really like the fact that this card is out there. Receive 1 gold for each Hephaestus card in your domain. You have 2 of them in there. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to take that. So let's go ahead and we'll take this.
Yep.
And then I'm going to get rid of...
Requires a green and anything else.
Green and anything, yeah. Let's just get rid of my yellow.
All right. So neither of us are eligible for this card anymore.
That's the dead one.
Because it requires a yellow.
Yep.
Ooh. what do I do? The interesting thing is because I only have this blue and green, I would have to take one of these two now. I wouldn't be able to take a quest tile if I still wanted to be able to be eligible for a
take
card
one of those,
for the Agora. If I take a quest tile now, I'm going to have to take a citizen.
You must.
Which I guess is not bad because it gives you options, right?
It does give you options, yeah.
Yeah, it gives you options for...
It is -2 at the end of the game, though, so...
I think I'm just going to take this quest tile. So this is going to give me more transfers. It doesn't really matter which column I discard because I'm taking a citizen.
Interesting. Well, so I know I'm getting this, so I can get this.
Yeah, so it does put you in a better position.
Well, seeing as I'm lining up some 3s here, I think I'm going to take this one right here. So I'll take this down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay my green so that I'm eligible for this one with the blue.
Yes, that would be awful if you had to take the cracked quest.
Yeah. And I realize I have my Taskmaster. I'm going to tap it. It's a 1-time per round. For every one of Hephaestus cards out there, I get a gold, so I only have 1 here. So
yeah,
let's
specifically
get it now.
in your domain.
In my domain,
so that's why the one in your Elysium doesn't count.
That's right.
All right, so back to me, and I have no choice because I'm not eligible for either of these cards. I only have the blue column. I must take a wild citizen on the top of the deck. And do I have any powers that I can use? I guess not.
Nope.
That's it.
All right, so real simple for me. I'll take this. We'll take this. Awesome.
All right,
So
that's
now
it.
We are going to transfer these tokens.
Yes, so let's go ahead and swap. I am now second. You're going first.
Yep.
So why don't you go ahead and start your transfers by taking your 5 gold.
Yeah, so I'll take 5 gold, which is very needed. All right, and then I get a victory point.
Yep.
And then I also get an extra transfer, so I have 3 transfers total if I want.
Gosh, that's a nice card.
Yeah.
I regret not taking that.
It is a nice card. I just don't know when to finally transfer. Like this also, ugh.
Yeah, this game is all about timing.
When to do certain
timing
things.
as to when to take your quest tile, when to take certain cards, when to transfer, when to take the higher numbered quest tiles versus the lower ones, right?
Gosh.
That's what a majority of the feeling of this game is.
That's where I'm at right now. This might be a big problem, but I think I'm going to transfer this 3, and this 3 right here.
Whoa.
So it's going to cost me 9 total to do it. So when I transfer this 3 in, it's going to cost me 3. When I transfer this one in, it's going to cost me another 3. And this one in, it's going to cost me another 3. So it's going to cost me 9 total. Now, 2 of these, though, get me victory points. So when I transferred itself, I get 1 point. And when I transfer itself, I get 1 point. See that?
Yeah.
So 2 points, yeah.
2 points. Oh
and
my gosh.
Now,
this is bad because Naveen has a lot of these bonus tile points. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm panicking.
And then that's gonna end it because I already got this, and then I use my extra transfer.
Okay.
All right. Woo.
You have to actually pay your gold though.
Well, it's off my board, right?
That's not.
That was my.
I don't think that qualifies.
Now it's officially
as
paid.
paying. Okay. Oh no, this is so bad. Oh, I'm sweating here.
Yeah.
All right, so I get 3 gold plus 1, so 4.
Can you be a 5?
Sure. And then I can transfer up to 3 cards. I might as well try to do as many as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's transfer. I'm going to transfer this one. I don't want to wait.
Okay.
So that's going to cost me 3, but I get 1 back.
So it's going to cost you 2.
So 2.
So you get 3 back.
3 back.
Sure, here's your 3 back.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I might as well transfer this one. Oh, that gets me a gold and a point every turn.
Yeah, it's nice.
And there's no risk. There's no timing risk for collecting Athena.
Right.
So I'm just going to transfer these 2 then.
Nice.
So I'm going to ditch that.
Okay.
And it's going to cost me a total of 5.
There's a fiver.
There's that. And I'm going to put them in their own family or their own legends. So I have technically 4 legends right now. This one is not anything yet, but that's where I'm at.
You had that card that's like have 2, 2, and 2 legends. And...
That is this.
Oh, that is this one. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to complete them. The bonus tiles are going to be worth
sweeter
more.
than that. Yeah.
So anyway, that is it. Those are the 3 cards that I'm allowed to transfer.
Awesome.
Let's put that back.
So that's
go ahead and untap anything
if you have any.
Use, get your columns back.
Back.
And we are going to go into
To
Epic 4.
Yeah.
So new set of cards.
It's moving.
All right, here we are. We are ready for Epic 4. We have a lot of Athena, and now I'm kind of kicking myself.
Because you transferred.
Oh, no. I thought, I don't know. I never had the card.
You had it for Hermes.
I had it for Hermes.
Who you already transferred.
Who I did, but there is no other really valuable
lucrative
Hermes card.
for you.
And this Epic, you're going first.
Yeah, I'm going first. Okay, so I kind of like the things that I have, but I don't like the fact that I have no gold.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you feeling about your strategy right now?
I don't like the fact that I have no gold right now.
You have 1 gold.
All right, this card looks really nice.
Don't take it.
This is an endgame
Stop
scoring,
it.
and it says this card is worth 3 VP for each completed legend in your Elysium.
Don't take it.
This one's almost done. This one can be done once I put this in here, so I think I have to take this. Plus, you have a bunch of like just one-offs on all those.
I know.
This would be worth 9 for you. No way.
My Elysium life.
And it's only 1 cost to transfer it.
Just been ruined.
So yeah, I'll do that one, and then let's get rid of red.
Oh my gosh, the one round that I decided not to take the quest tile number 1.
Yeah.
My soul has been crushed.
All right, so anything else of interest?
Well, I think I have to take this then. Let's just take some gold.
I mean, you need the 1 for that, yeah?
Yeah, I wasn't truly hate drafting. I really do need this.
I would like that,
but
though.
It gets me 2 gold, so speaking of.
Will you be tapping your thing?
This one?
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm tapping this, my naval power. So I get a gold and a point. What would you like,
I'm taking gold.
Okay.
That's why I had to ask if you're going to tap it. Okay.
So you really need it. Maybe I shouldn't use it. Maybe this is the last time I'm going to use that card.
Okay.
Well, I have to go with red, right?
Yeah, red's not out there.
Yeah. I don't like following what you're doing, but it makes the most sense.
All right. I think I want money, and I think I'm nervous about money, so I'm going to take this tile now. I have to. I have got to. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to discard my yellow.
All right. It was a pretty peaceful game up until this point. Surprisingly, Elysium is not this peaceful, especially when you play it 4 players.
Oh, yeah.
And we were doing, we were staying out of each other's way.
Was that getting in your way?
Up until now.
What's wrong with what I did?
Feeling the burn. I really wanted to go first in the last.
You have so much money.
I know. It wasn't the money. It was getting to choose first, which was very important to me.
I need all of it.
Well, since there's no rush to take this now, I'm going to take the Oath of Hospitality. So it required me to have 1 blue, which I still have.
Yep.
And this is going to allow me once per epic to discard a card from my domain to draw a card to take it face up into my domain. So if I could use it to discard this now.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just for the chance of having something else. So I'm going to do that.
And what did I say? All other players can do it
You
also?
can do it as well, but you have to pay a gold. So one of your 2, that's half of everything you own.
Half my stack?
Value, right?
No.
All right, so I'm going to tap this. I'm going to discard the Citizen. And let's see what I get.
Nothing. What is that?
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Bad.
It says transfer 1 citizen.
For free.
For free.
I don't have a citizen.
The one you discarded. That's okay, though.
Well, it's going to be...
You can use this in the next round to get rid of it.
That's true.
There you go.
I could. That's disappointing, though. Yeah. So I'm going to have to discard one of these, and I should...
Well, there's this card for the blue, and then everything else, you just need to make sure you maintain green and yellow.
I'm going to discard yellow. So
you're saying nay to this?
Yes.
That's going to be the trashed one, huh?
It is.
All right, I think I have to take this card because it's going to complete this. It's going to help me complete this set over here.
Oh.
So this one says discard once per round or epoch. Epic.
Yes.
Discard 1 card from your domain to receive 2 VP. So at a bailout towards the end, I'll probably end up doing that.
Yeah,
so
that is nice.
I'll take that, and then and I'll just get rid of my green. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. These are the 3 that I can choose from.
Yellow is definitely out, and you definitely need your you need to make sure you secure that number 2 without getting a cracked tile.
Well, do you have it? You don't. So this card might not be useful for you.
No.
I guess it doesn't really matter because if I take this, then you're going to have to take a citizen, which might be beneficial for you.
Which is kind of useful, yeah.
So I'm going to leave it, and I guess I'll go ahead and take the Keeper of Dreams. The Keeper of Dreams, because it required a green column.
Yeah.
So this is going to allow me to use the trigger power of a card in my domain. Not useful right now, but maybe in the last round it will be. And if I want to still be able to take this, I got to discard my blue column.
Okay. I'm actually glad.
What? You wanted it?
I guess it didn't matter because I would have taken a citizen and still been able to do this. So I'll take this card.
Yeah.
Legally. And then because I have Trial of Heroes, I'm going to discard this. It says discard 1 card from your domain to receive 2 VP. So I'm just going to discard it and get myself 2 VP.
Are you proud of yourself, Naveen? You seem very happy with
Had I been forced to take the citizen, I would have done the same thing with the citizen. So it's technically the same thing.
I felt like forcing you to take that because if you can take the card, you're required to. And I felt like forcing you to take that is at least more strict than you having a citizen, right?
Sure.
So anyway, that's it for my final turn. I'm just taking this.
All right.
And that ends that.
Okay, this is the trashed card.
Yep, we don't have to change turn order. So now to you.
Okay, so I'm going to gain my 5.
Yep.
Okay, then I gain 1 extra transfer, so I get up to 3 transfers.
Yep.
I gain a VP, please.
Oh, yes. There you go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, look at all your points, Naveen.
I need more.
You're gonna leave me in the dust.
I want more.
This game.
I feel like this is the last thing I want to transfer because I want to squeeze out one more VP out of it before I transfer it. So I don't think I will. You know what? I'm not promised anything in the next round because maybe I want something really lucrative. So I'm going to transfer just 2 cards. I'm going to transfer both of these. I will transfer this Zeus card to complete this here. So now I have a full set of 5. This cannot be taken away from me. So that's going to cost me 2. Plus this 1 here so I can score endgame scoring.
Okay.
That's going to go there. So let's go ahead and discard these 2 cards. Are 2 plus 1. So I need to get 4 back.
Because you had how much?
I had 7.
And
so
you had 4. To pay...
Yep. So that is going to get me 4 change.
Okay.
Should have just tossed in my 5 and took 1 back, but live another day. All right. I'll put this back.
All right. So now to me, I get 3 gold. Do I have anything else? No? Okay, just 3 gold, please.
3 gold, yeah, you got it.
And then I can transfer up to 3 things.
Maybe 5.
Thank you.
Take 2 back. Okay.
It is time to transfer both of these and complete my family legends. So I'm going to transfer naval power as well as my divine aid for a total of 3 gold.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very good.
And what this is going to do is it's going to complete my Athena legend over here.
That's good.
Since I was the first to do so, I get the 5-point bonus token right there. And I also complete, I believe this is Hephaestus.
Yep.
So we didn't mention it earlier, but you can complete these in any order. It doesn't have to be in the 1, 2, 3 exact.
Sure, yeah.
And I'll get the Hephaestus bonus
See, that's
token.
10 points.
That is 10 points.
That's great. That's better than my 9.
I can transfer one more thing.
Okay.
So the last one I'm going to transfer is probably my Keeper of Dreams, because it just lets me use the trigger power of a card in my domain. There really is only one more round of this. And I'm just going to start a new
something.
So this is going to cost me 2. Can I have 3 back, please?
Yeah.
And that's it. Those are all of my transfers.
Okay.
I now have some incomplete legends.
Right.
But I'm thinking that maybe if I can at least just add 1 to these 2, then this will score me points for them. So I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah.
But that's it. Go ahead and untap.
Untap. Okay.
Your stuff. Bring your columns back. And we're going to prepare for the final
Be prepared.
epic, the most epic of the epics.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go for the final epic. We have some stuff here. Unfortunately, we're missing some stuff that some people,
I'm missing something vital.
Needed.
I was looking for a 3 Hermes. It's not out there to make this a complete because this is going to come down. Okay.
Well, there's this. If I activate this, then you could spend a gold to top deck it. But this is basically going to give you 1 victory point at the end for each different family in this legend. So you want to pair this with 1s.
In that legend.
That legend.
Oh,
this one gets you 1 victory point per Hephaestus card that are in this legend. So it's the same family, different families. So you want to pair this with a set of basically something like this.
Yes.
It's too late for
Had
me
that
now.
been the one in that one, yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm thinking I'm liking this one right here. I need to add more
No.
1s. And I know you need a 1 over there of
Yeah.
that. So I want you to be in my same Hermes conundrum.
What? You
Yeah.
just want to spread the pain?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so this one requires me to have blue, so I'm going to take this down. And then, gosh, what am I throwing away? I'll get rid of blue.
Getting rid of blue?
Yes, begrudgingly.
That means you are not even in the running.
I need
for
money. I totally need money. So this one does say exchange a column on your board with one that you've dismissed. So it technically doesn't really matter.
That is such a good card. I can't. Well, I think I'll go ahead and take this then.
Yeah.
Because I have this one. I don't see myself pairing this with additional Hades family members. So I might as well make it into a 1. And I'll take that. And it required 2 columns anyway. So what to discard? I'm going to discard my yellow column. Because the only yellow card that's left is that, really.
Gosh, this one is interesting. This lets me top deck it. Maybe I can run for it.
You're going to run for the hills?
Draw a card and take it face up into your domain. Then you may transfer 1 card. You still have to pay.
Yeah. So this doesn't require you to discard a card like this one does.
No.
Divine Law.
I mean, because if I happen to draw that 3, that's like perfect. I think I have to go for it, right?
Go for it.
All right, then. I will. So let's go ahead and take this down.
Okay. It has a trigger ability. Are you just going to use it now?
Yeah, I'm just going to do it now.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do it.
Draw a card, take it into your domain, then you may transfer 1 card.
Please be a 3. It's a different 3.
Is it the 3?
It is not the 3.
Oh,
it's
okay.
a 3. Shoot.
Okay.
All other players choose to do one or the other.
So I can either draw a card or I can transfer 1.
Right.
I'm going to draw a card. Let's see what I get. 3. Now I can do that.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Well, the Horn of Plenty. I don't know if I want to do that, so I'm just going to leave it. All right, I think this is part of the Agora, right?
That is, yeah.
I'm going to move these over so
Okay.
that we don't get confused. And then whenever you're ready to end your turn, just make sure
So,
you discard a column.
I'm going to tap this because it says gain 1 gold for every Hephaestus.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and gain myself 1 gold.
Yep, go specifically in your domain.
In my domain. And then I'm going to tap a Trial of Heroes to get rid of said Hephaestus card.
For two victory points. All right.
And then now I still have to discard a column.
Do you have change? Can I have 3 back, please?
3 back, yes.
You have so many victory points. This is a lost cause.
We'll see.
I'm convinced.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the yellow.
Okay.
That's me.
Now I am disappointed actually that I got rid of the yellow because
Why?
I have this and I could have used that, you know.
Oh, to get that.
It's another yellow. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to take this while I still can. The sacrifice. So this is a yellow 2. And it's gonna let me freely trade gold for victory points or vice versa. I don't know how many gold I'm gonna need. Yeah, I think I should leave behind 6.
Okay.
And so since I'm gonna gain minimum 3, that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna turn in 6.
You turned in 6 for 6 points, huh?
Yeah, 6 gold for 6 victory points.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, that's good.
And before I end my turn, I am going to do some of this stuff. I'm going to do this specifically. So discard a card from my domain to draw a card and take that face up into my domain.
What do I get to do?
You can do it if you have to pay a gold.
Okay.
So what do I want to get rid of? I think maybe it.
Okay.
Because I don't see myself being able to even transfer this.
Sure.
It doesn't fit into another Athena legend, and I'm not collecting 3s, so I'm just going to discard this one and take this card. Purple, too.
Purple, too.
Oh, that's great.
So I have the option now of doing that.
Yes, you have to pay 1 gold.
I'm looking for that. I'm going for it. I'm going to look for it. Let's go. 3 Hermes. 2 Hermes. No.
You want to trade?
That's it.
Oh, actually, I don't need that one.
So now I have this. So it says use the instantaneous power of a card in your domain.
Oh, that would have been great for... Oh, no, actually, that's not true. You don't have any instantaneous powers, so it's going to be useless. Okay, I don't think I have anything else that I can utilize, so I'm just going to discard a column, and it's definitely going to be red. Okay. All right, back to you.
All right, I think I made a slight mistake.
A boo-boo?
Because I want to get more 1s here, and I discarded this yellow. Fortunately, I do have this, which allows me to swap out.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get my yellow back. I'm going to toss in my green, get my yellow back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take this card, so I can get this 1.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
Forges of Hephaestus.
Yeah, and it's cheap to transfer over, so let's go ahead and do that. I'll just keep my card here.
Yeah.
It's getting a little messy.
It is. These are the last 2 cards in the Agora. I don't know. I'm going to place them here.
Sure. I do have to get rid of a card.
Separate.
Some separation. Get rid of this one.
Okay.
Now it's to you.
There really is no risk now. We've kind of limited our options in terms of the quest tiles. So I'm definitely taking number 2. Do I want to receive a gold never? Oh, no, actually, yeah, this is better.
You have one.
Because I can now...
You'll get a gold and a victory point.
I'm taking it. Initiation. So this was the better card for me because it has that snake symbol. I can never pronounce what it's actually called. Elusis?
Maybe?
And I had another one in my domain.
So you're just going to do it now?
So now I can do it now. So I'm going to tap them both. This gets me 1 gold. This gets me 1 victory point. Thank you. Nice. There and there. And of course, I'm going to discard the blue. Well, hold on. That's not of course. Okay, technically, I'm not going to do this. It's really mean. But just so you know, instead of taking the card, I could take this quest tile and then ditch the blue and still be able to take that card last. And that would require Naveen to take the cracked side of the quest tile. But I've already taken my turn.
You want to transfer 3. I know you want to transfer 3.
But it's also just very mean.
You want to score some points.
It's mean for no reason. So.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do this. Okay, that's it.
Did you see the potential crumbling of your world?
I did, but I think you would want to transfer more, right?
Yeah, well, 1 less for you to only be able to transfer 1 might have been worth it.
I have an extra 1 right here.
That's true. Yeah. All right, well, that is it. That is the end of the drafting part of the round. So
I'm first, right?
Yeah, you're first. So you can just go ahead and do this for the final time.
I'm going to take my 5.
Yep. You can transfer 2, 3 cards.
I can transfer 3 cards, yeah. So I think I want to just create these into this spot here, plus this one into here. So those are going to be my 3. So it's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So there's my 5. So I'm creating a set of 1s here.
All right, so you take this, which is unfortunate for me.
And then this 3 is going to transfer into here. And I think that's my game.
I think you're going to win.
I hope so.
By a lot.
I hope.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Okay, that's it for me. I'm done.
All right, well, it is to me now, and I get 3 gold. Yeah, just 3 gold.
3 gold, okay.
Please.
I'll give you a 5. You're gonna give 2.
Sure.
Perfect.
All right, so I can transfer 3 cards, and I'm definitely going to...
complete some stuff.
Well, I can't. That's
No.
the thing. The one never came out. The one Hermes.
Oh, I took it. That's the one.
You took it.
But I was first. I was first.
Okay, so I'm going to transfer this card, this one, and this card, the Gathering, so that I can have 1, 2, 2, right? Does that make sense?
And this card encourages you to have a bunch of 2s, right?
It does. I'm only going to have 2 that have sets of 2s, but that's going to be 2, 4, 5. That's 5 gold. There you go.
5 gold, okay.
All right, so this is going to make this into a set of 2s, and this is just my first set of 1s. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different legends. So it's not gonna be good. It's not. I can already feel it.
Really?
We played this game enough to know.
Did you wanna use this to transfer a citizen to make something sweeter?
I don't have a citizen.
Oh, you don't have a citizen. That's right.
That's why it would. I kept it around for the just in
Hoping.
case, but just in case never came. All right. Well, that is it. That is
it.
the end of the game. All of the cards in my domain are useless.
Yep.
These are not going to be counted towards anything. So I'm just gonna pile them off
Sure, I'll
into
do
the
the same.
distance.
Why not?
And let's go ahead and score
Keep it
these,
nice and
shall we?
clean. Yep.
So I'm just give you victory points for everything that we have.
Okay.
Let's start with you, I guess.
Okay, so I have a full set of 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all unique. So that is
12 points.
12 plus I have the token.
So that's 12. That's 18. So do you want me to just give them? You want to just do these?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so here's 18. There
Okay,
you go.
18. Okay, so this has now been scored out. I'll
Yep.
just kind of tighten it up. And then now I didn't complete the full set, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 8 points.
8 plus 9.
9. Oh my
that
gosh.
17?
15. Here, I have 17.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that.
You're not supposed to do this, by the way. You just calculate it and put it on your score sheet.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we're turning in points.
And then now I have a set of 3, so that's worth 4.
Uh-huh.
5, 6, 7.
That's plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay, 5, 6, 7. There you go.
Okay, and then I have some endgame stuff. So this one says for each completed set of a legend,
Yep.
which I've only done 1 of, which was just a set of 2s, I get 3 points. So that's
Okay.
worth 3 points. This did not complete.
Okay.
Neither did this. And then this one is 1 point for each Hephaestus card that's in this legend. So that's another 1 point. So 4 points
so
total.
4 points. And you don't have any of those endgame scoring?
No, nowhere else. That
Nowhere
was
else?
it. Yep.
Okay, so
That
4
was it.
points. So I'll take back 1.
Okay.
All right, that is your final score.
Final score. Yeah.
For me, I went the family route. It's not going to be ideal. So I have a complete family of Athena cards here. So it's 6 points plus 5. So that's going to be 11. I have a set of 2 for the 1s. So it's only going to be worth 2 points. But I'm just going to do the, well, I guess we'll do the endgame stuff last.
yeah.
So that's worth 2 points.
2 points.
There's that. This is a complete set of Hephaestus family. So that's going to be 6 plus 5.
Another 11.
Another 11. This is 3 cards in the value 2s. So that's going to be 4 points. Here's a 5. I'll take back a 1. And then this is an incomplete family set for Hermes. So this is going to be worth 3 points.
3 points, yeah.
So here's 5. Take back 2.
Okay.
Now I do have some endgame stuff.
I think there are only these 2.
All right. Oh, is it just those 2? No, I have 3.
Oh, yeah, 3 of them. Yeah.
So this one is 1 victory point for each Athena card in this legend. So this is worth
Best
3.
case scenario there.
So I'm going to take a 5, give back 2. And then these 2. This one is worth 1 victory point for each different family in this legend. So there's 2 different families. So it's worth 2 points. And then my Tartarus card, which I ended up using surprisingly, is worth 1 victory point for each set of 2 cards in my Elysium.
So this is one of them.
So this is 1 set of 2. This is another set.
Yeah,
so it's
another
another
2.
2 points.
Pretty good.
All right.
Okay.
So we have all of our victory points. We're just going to count them up, and then we'll let you know how it goes. All right. I have my final score. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll go first.
Sure.
Okay. I scored 49.
49. Okay, my final score is 57.
No.
I never win this game, by the way.
I knew it.
Monique always
win.
wins this game, so I got something.
Oh, I'm so
Took
disappointed.
one down.
I went for my usual strategy, which is like try to get the endgame scoring
You do
cards,
normally
try
get
to
a lot
play
of them.
towards them, try to race for those family bonus tokens. But the race is not, I don't know, it's a different game at 2 players because it's so much easier to hold on to the value tokens, the bonus tokens for having a different.
You're not competing amongst other people, and the thing's not going back and forth.
And you're able to secure those. Oh my gosh.
I got the 2s early, and I felt pretty good about that. Plus, you were working on a family, so I was like, okay, that's it's gonna be okay. But sometimes cards don't come out though, in the rounds that you need them to come out.
Yes, that is true. Well, good job. You deserved that. It was. I don't think that was that close of a game. So, and by the way, gold at the end of the game is just a tiebreaker. There are some families who have cards that allow you to do stuff with gold, what I kind of did earlier, but. Sure. That's it. That's Elysium. That's Elysium at 2. So let's talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
Right. This is it's no surprise or it's no secret that this is a game that we both really love. We've talked about it a lot before, but this is the first time we've actually ever played it on our channel. I don't know if part of the reason why I love this game so much is because it was introduced to us at such a critical point in our board gaming journey.
Hobby journey,
This is during the time where we were both really hungry to play as many games as possible. When you're starting to get into the hobby, you're discovering there's all these board games out there.
You're just learning about mechanisms of games, and this is a brand new mechanism for us, something like that. So I think we went to our local board game store, and it was 2015, and it came out, and they taught it to us right then and there. The people that own the store.
It was just releasing. It was their newest game there, and to celebrate it, they were teaching people how to play it. And then if you picked up a copy, you got a set of these promo cards, which we didn't play with.
We didn't play with them,
because we know that they're promo cards, and not everybody has a copy of those. I had such a hard time learning this game. For anybody out there who struggles learning Lacerdas or anything, know that I had a hard time learning this game when he was teaching it to us.
Especially the color in the top right corner is not what you spend, because normally that's what you see in Seven Wonders. It's you must spend what's there. It's no, you just have to have it.
Yes.
You don't have to actually spend it. And that concept early on in gaming for us was tough.
Even when we teach this game still to people, it's that is probably the concept that's hardest to grasp of I don't have to discard the color of the column that I use to pick up the card, right? That's something that you just have to remember. And when we were learning the game, it was difficult for me to remember that. After we learned it, we picked up the game that day, and it stayed in our collection ever since.
It's that same copy.
This is one of the earliest games that we added to our collection, and there's so many reasons why I love this game. This is probably my favorite set collection game because it is simple. You're just collecting sets. There are only 5 families that you play with. There are only 3 numbers that you're looking for. But it's all of the drama that happens throughout the course of the 5 epics that really makes the game fun. It's all the tight hate drafting. It's the race of do I want to be able to transfer more cards, or do I want to be able to go first next round, right?
Yeah, I really enjoy the column management part of it, where you're just thinking okay, all these cards would be nice, but I can't have them all. Obviously, I'm only going to take 3 down. So what is going to give me the most opportunities and most options, right when you see all the cards laid out, especially in a 4-player game, when you see 13 cards laid out, you're okay, there's a lot of red, but what am I least gunning for right here? Okay, I guess I won't go for these this time.
Right.
And then struggling over which tile you're gonna get for the transfer phase,
tiles.
the quest tiles, and making sure you have exactly the columns you need. That is very, very interesting in this game.
Yeah, and it's not the thing that's interesting is it's not perfect information. You have no idea what cards are going to come out for the rest of the game. You might be planning a strategy during the first epic that is just never going to pan out because the other cards in that family are just not going to come out. And so it's just a matter of trying to zig and zag and do what you can with the cards that are out there and try to utilize their bonuses to the best of your ability, while also trying to manage the columns, figuring out the timing as to when to take every card. That is really fun for me.
Yeah.
It's also a great 2-player game. I think that it's an even better game at higher player counts, but it's still fantastic at 2. So this is a game that we've played 2 players a lot of times. Every time we play it, it's you can try different strategies. You don't always have to go for the same one. And the game comes with 8 different families. So you cater each game depending on what kind of game you want to have.
Yeah, Poseidon can be kind of mean.
So that's why we specifically did not play with Poseidon.
Poseidon lets you kind of mess with other people's stuff, their domains and stuff.
It lets you discard their gold, right? If I'm remembering correctly, or discard a card from their domain.
It becomes more interactive,
pretty
for
mean.
sure.
There's also Ares, which is that's the one that we play with the least because it has to do with competing for these Ares tokens that are not that we actually haven't played with at all in this game.
In this one, yeah.
And I think it's something whoever has the most of those at the end of the game gets certain number of points.
Yeah, there's a scoring criteria on that card.
But the coolest one, in my opinion, is Apollo, because Apollo has the Oracle, which is another kind of
it's another attachment in the Agora. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have this extra display that's basically gonna foresee what cards are going to come out in the next round so that you can kind of plan. You can also mess with the oracle, so you can exchange cards with the oracle. So you're really kind of determining what's going to happen in the next round. So
it is nice to see like some of the cards that are going to be coming out in the next round, because you're like, okay, I can make a decision this round to prepare me for the next round. So a decision is like, okay, I guess I'm going to go for that first tile, knowing that I want to be able to go first in the next round for the first dibs.
Yeah. And the game is highly accessible, I think. You know, we've introduced this game to a lot of people who don't play board games at all, and it is a little bit more of a complicated step than, say, something like Ticket to Ride, which is something we used to introduce a lot.
Sure.
But it's one that is really worth it. I think if, you know, everybody can get kind of into it and really get competitive about which cards they're taking. The one thing about the game is this is the one game in our collection that I've always wished for an expansion.
Yeah.
I don't typically care about expansions that much, these days at least. But this one, I feel like it could have been really cool to
just
see
more gods.
More gods,
Yeah,
just more
that'd be cool.
families,
Yeah.
more combinations of stuff that we can kind of put together. I know that's asking for a lot from,
Yeah.
you know, from people who are designing games, but would have been awesome to see an expansion.
Yep.
So anyway, that is Elysium. We hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about the game, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. Thank you again so much to our Patreon community for voting on this one, because it is always a blast when we get to play it.
Yep. Thank you all so much for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more like this in the future, please consider subscribing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.